Today, we are in the sleepy seaside city of Hua Hin, Thailand, to find out why retirees are moving here in greater and greater numbers and why Forbes magazine recommends it as a retirement destination. Hua Hin is about 3 hours south of Bangkok. It has a 4-kilometre coastline. The weather is warm throughout the year. It does have its rainy season. There are so many options when it comes to shopping. There are public spaces to enjoy. There is a night market that runs every single night of the week. There is incredible infrastructure when it comes to healthcare. There are luxury resorts and many other things that Westerners need and can identify with. Many of the Thais here speak English to a certain degree because there are so many retirees living here. And Hua Hin boasts a low cost of living, which is ideal for those living on a smaller budget. So let's dive in and take a deeper look. The first place for us to start is living arrangements. In Thailand, you can't own land, but you can own a condo. That's just the way Thai law works. But today we're just going to focus on renting apartments, just so you get an understanding of what the costs are, because many people want to rent before they settle down and buy somewhere. What I've done here is I've gone to a real estate site called Fazwaz. There's many more real estate sites, and my search criteria is for those close to Hua Hin that have a sea view and are fully furnished. There's many more apartments, some cheaper, some more expensive, but that's just the range I've got in, between 10 and 20,000 baht. Some of the condominiums are a little bit older. What you will find with the older condominiums is that they have a larger floor space. And that'll be something for you to decide upon when you get there, whether you want a brand new apartment that's a little bit smaller, or whether you're happy with an older apartment that has a greater floor space. One of the other things that you must consider is transport. The closer you are to Hua Hin, the less your transport costs are going to be. Now, those transport costs might be catching a taxi, renting a motorcycle, going via a Bolt, or even as cheap as the Baht bus, but you have to consider transportation when looking at your overall budget at the end. So as you can see, very affordable. If we zoom in a little bit closer, you can see the golf course that's right next to Hua Hin. There's less options when it comes to sea view apartments in the middle of Hua Hin. That's understandable, but again, there are many more without sea views. Hua Hin has many healthcare options. As far as I could see, there were 3 major hospitals. There's this hospital, the San Paulo Hospital. There's also the Bangkok Hospital, and also Hua Hin Public Hospital. And they're all within a relatively close proximity to each other. So if you have any medical issues, they're close by, which is good to know. And there's also many other smaller healthcare facilities too. There is a major shopping centre with many different Western brand companies that are in there, such as KFC and McDonald's. So anything you could really want, you can get within Hua Hin. Now, one of the great things about Hua Hin is that it has sidewalks. Many places in Thailand don't, and I've seen many people moving around with mobility devices very confidently and very comfortably. As far as transport is concerned, there are again many options. The most cheapest option here is the Baht bus, which will cost you between 10 or 15 baht. The green Baht bus runs north and south about every 15 minutes. If you want to hail a Baht bus, all you have to do is put your hand out and they'll stop and you can jump on board. If you don't want to take the Baht bus, you can take taxis. There's Bolt and Grab, which are like Uber, or maybe some other private service, or you can jump on the back of a motorcycle taxi. When you want to jump off of one of these Baht buses, all you have to do is just find the buzzer, push the buzzer, they will stop and let you get off. When it comes to food choices, it's almost limitless, but you must bear in mind that Western food is going to cost more than Thai food. Look, this cup of coffee was only 55 baht, and it was a big cup of coffee too. When it comes to things like vegetarian, I'm not a vegetarian, but this is a vegetarian dish. This cost me 120 baht. But if you want to go for seafood, there are so many seafood restaurants, of course, being by the sea. They are a little bit more expensive, but you would expect that. As far as activities, if you love golf, well, you're going to love Hua Hin because there are golf courses here that are really high quality. But there's other things such as yoga, running, dancing. There are so many different things that a person could do as far as activities are concerned. So let's have a quick look at the bare minimum of the costs involved. Now, I don't know your own personal circumstances, what your habits are, what kind of things you like to do, your hobbies, and your purchasing behaviors. But let's again look at some core things such as housing. And we saw those houses as in condos from 10,000 to 20,000 baht per month. Those condos being sea view with being fully furnished, nice comfortable residences. If you've got the air conditioning on all day, it depends upon you with whether you can handle the warm weather or not. That's going to take maybe up to 4,000 baht per month. If you're not at home much and you're not using the aircon, that can drop significantly. When it comes to water, well, that depends on how many showers you do have every day, but look at a bare minimum of 150 baht per month. Home internet, again, depends upon your own personal usage. You might choose to have home internet. You could pay anywhere between 400 to 500 baht per month. Mobile phone, again, very cheap, 300 baht per month. Food can be quite a challenge because if you want to eat out and eat lots of Western food, it could be quite high. If you want to cook at home, you could spend 7 or 8,000 baht per month. This is one person, by the way. If you want to eat out every single day, perhaps spending around 500 baht per day, 3 meals a day, that would be around 14,500. So again, just have an understanding of how you can eat, if you can eat Thai food or whether you want to have Western food, whether you want to eat at home or whether you want to eat out. Transport, well, that's again going to depend upon whether you're renting a vehicle or whether you're taking a BART bus, how many trips you take per day. It could be between 500 and 4,000 baht per month. Other things to take into account are visa-related expenses, the kind of entertainment that you want to have, those miscellaneous bits and pieces that you buy, your toiletries and your cleaning supplies, any additional healthcare and medical expenses, any memberships, any clubs, any social activities that you do, perhaps any travel that you take outside of Thailand, any home services, perhaps like washing or cleaning, haircuts and grooming. All of these things need to be taken into account. But if you do your research, you will find that Hua Hin is an ideal place for you to retire. And I know you're going to enjoy more of my videos coming up. Take care.